blast from the past, or a minimalist dream? Let's take a look at the Nintendo DS Lite in 2024. On my journey to digital minimalism, I'm rediscovering devices I still have, but haven't used for a long time. Recently, with my extra time from not using my smartphone, I started cleaning out my closets. Deep within my closet, I rediscovered my Nintendo DS Lite. I bought this device back in 2007 or 2008, I believe, and I chose the color red because it was easy for me to see. In fact, going back to the Nintendo DS Lite in 2024 has a lot to do with my vision. I have stereo blindness and I'm colorblind. Stereo blindness means I have no depth perception. So I see in 2D what others would see in 3D. This makes gaming a little bit complicated. I mean, I still try to play modern games, but I'm really bad at it and I really don't find joy in it. But I do find joy in older games because a lot of older games are in 2D and are easier for me to play and see. So rediscovering my Nintendo DS Lite has been an eye-opening experience. I unfortunately only have one game left with it, and it's my Mario Kart game. I think it's the best game, so I'm quite happy with it for now. Hopefully I'll be able to order more games to up my entertainment value, but honestly, Mario Kart is quite entertaining in itself. What I love about using this device in 2024 is its compact design. This device is still quite sexy in my eyes. I mean, besides the color, it folds in half, it's easy to put in your bag, to pull it out, it's quite portable compared to the Nintendo Switch nowadays, which is quite massive. The Nintendo DS Lite can go anywhere, you have dual screens, you have the physical buttons, and you can even use older games. For example, I do have some games lying around for my Game Boy Color, which I'll also start playing again, hopefully. I'm using the Nintendo DS Lite as an everyday carry device now. It's actually smaller than my previous smartphone, at least lengthwise. Thickness is, it's quite thick, but it's still lighter and smaller in my eyes. The only downside is for the multiplayer games. There's not many people walking around with a Nintendo DS Lite to play with, so I think for those games I'll have to convince some friends to bust out their old Nintendo DSs too, so we can play together. And compared to the modern devices like the Nintendo Switch, the games are a lot cheaper now since they're used and most people are just trying to offload them. Overall, I think the layout of this device is still quite intelligent. I mean, as far as the gameplay, you have the buttons that are quite classic and still found on modern devices. But where the buttons are placed for turning on the device, the volume, and even the headphone jack are just quite classic and really simple to use. As somebody with visual disabilities, I really appreciate the physical button aspect because I don't have to be able to see what the button stands for, but I know where they're at and I can just activate them without having to see it. I think we're all searching for modern and new all the time, where we should be looking back at devices we already have and see if they're still entertaining. I mean, this device entertained me for years back in the day, and I just threw it aside when new devices came out. Going back to it kind of brings back that nostalgia, good emotions, and it makes me take a step back and slow down a bit. I don't have to worry about the newest games coming out or be influenced by others playing newer games. Also, I can't see those newer games, so it's kind of nice going back and enjoying those games I once loved. If you have any recommendations for games I should get for the Nintendo DS, please drop them below because I am happy and open to any suggestions. Again, I only have Mario Kart for now. I used to have Nintendo Dogs, but I'm kind of glad I lost that one because it was not that great. I hope this video gives you more insight on my journey into digital minimalism, and thanks for watching. See you soon.